7 of the Revelation prophecy. This one is called the Pale Horse. I'm Jack. Let's begin in the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. A horse. A horse is symbolic of a church that we have found out. A white horse signifies the Church of Christ, a red horse signifies the Church of Satan, a black horse signifies the Church of Christ, and a pale horse with a rider whose name is Death. He that has the power of death is the devil. Hebrews chapter 2, verse 14. For as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, he also himself likewise took part of the same, that through death he might destroy him that had the power of death, that is the devil. It is the devil that has the power of death. His name is Death. The rider of the pale horse is the devil, and the pale horse is the church of Satan. Jesus referred to the devil as a murderer from the beginning. Gospel of John, chapter 8, verse 44. You are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar, and the father of it. A murderer from the beginning, the rider of the pale horse is the devil, and the pale horse is the church of Satan. She will be his instrument of death in the fulfillment of the Revelation prophecy. Revelation chapter 17, verse 1. John was invited to see the church of Satan. She was shown to him in the sign of a woman called the great whore or prostitute. 17 verse 1. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. And then she was revealed to be Satan's instrument of death. Verse 6, Revelation chapter 17. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints, and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. When I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. Revelation chapter 18, verse 24. And in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints, and of all that was slain upon the earth. The church of Satan will be Satan's instrument of death. During the fulfillment of the Revelation prophecy, she will be responsible for all who died during that time. Let's go back. Revelation chapter 6, verse 8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, the church of Satan, and his name that sat on him was Death, the devil, and hell followed with him. Hell, the symbolic name of an entity that will go with the church of Satan, that will follow the church of Satan. Hell, the spiritual abode or dwelling place of demons and fallen angels. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 4. For if God spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment. Hell, spiritual darkness, chains of darkness. In the sounding of the fifth trumpet, hell was shown to be opened. Turn with me, Revelation chapter 9, verse 1. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. The star that was shown to fall will be later identified to be the devil. The bottomless pit is symbolic of hell, immeasurable spiritual darkness, a pit without a bottom. One could ever be falling, and as Satan is released further, he falls further. And so we have it in the sounding of the fifth trumpet. The devil opens up all this darkness, spiritual darkness, and out of this spiritual darkness, these deceptions will come forth, a satanic army. Revelation chapter 9, verse 3. And they came out of the smoke, locusts upon the earth, and unto them were given power as the scorpions of the earth have power. And this army goes forth to torment the wicked for 5 months. And then at the end of the 5 months, this army is released to kill. Chapter 9, verse 15. And the 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay the third part of men. Verse 16. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them, 200,000. That's 200 million. What a gigantic army. And this army will go forth under the pale horse with the devil who is the rider. And so we have here this army from hell, inspired by hell, deceived with great darkness, going forth to kill in the fulfillment of the revelation of the pale horse. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, power given to Satan and to hell, who followed with him. Power over a fourth part of the earth, to kill with sword, that is, to kill with the weapons of war, and with hunger, to remove food, create famines, bring about starvation, and with death, plagues, incurable diseases. And with the beast of the earth, we will find that the beasts signify empires and the armies of empires. So under the pale horse, all hell will be unleashed, the greatest destruction ever under Satan's reign. And then the end, the second coming. So in the revelation of the horses, we are shown the different stages of the war waged between Christ and Satan, between the servants of Christ and the servants of Satan. First, Christ goes forth in his church to preach the gospel to the whole world, conquering and to conquer. Then Satan goes forth in his church, the red horse, to take peace from the earth, cause the earth to kill one another, and given a great sword, great power to make war. And then sometime later, Christ goes forth in his church, signifying the black horse, to judge and make war, to judge the righteous through the preaching of the gospel, and to bring about a great harvest of souls, and then to judge the wicked with the wrath of God. And then after that, in the sounding of the fifth trumpet, Satan goes forth in his church to kill, to destroy, given power over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with sword, the weapons of war, with hunger, the removal of food, the bringing about famines and starvation, and with death, incurable diseases, and with the beasts of the earth, the armies of empires. And then the end, the second coming of Jesus Christ.